Manayam Shiguro Shiyata Parakamalam Shigurun Vaishnavam Sya Shirupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Samadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shirana Krishna Paran Sahana Lalita Shivishakam Vidam Sya Om Jnana Timaranda Shagana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shigurave Namah Gorva Bhista Supurakam Gurganara Sishasambhushitam Chincha Chincha Samasta Veda Nipanam Shirupa Patanagam Govinda Abhidam Ujwalam Bharatanam Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanum Suchandamaranam Balarka Shailanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Banditam Shivanam Marika Sharanam Nyashishwara Sridharam Vanshikopatarubhyas Chakripa Sindhubhyavicha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad. This is Madhya-lila, chapter 16, the Lord's attempt to go to Vrindaban. I'll start with verse number 147. E mata kohitare prabodha korila duijane shoka kula nilachali aila. In this way, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya revived Gadadhar Pandit. Then both of them, very much grief-stricken, returned to Jagannath Puri, Nilachala. Prabhu lage dharma karma chade bhaktagan bhakta dharma Hani Prabhu Nahoy Shahan. All the devotees would abandon all kinds of duties for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's sake, yet the Lord did not like the devotees giving up their promised duties. Premara Vivarta Iha Shune Jan Achyare Miliye Tare Chaitanya Charan. All these are the misgivings of loving affairs. Whoever listens to these incidents gets the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet very soon. So this is the name of Jagannananda Pandit's book, Prema Vivarta. Premata Vivarta is here translated as the misgivings of loving affairs. Different incidents which occur in a loving relationship with the Lord. Dui Rajapatra Jay Prabhu Sangijay Jajar Pura Asi Prabhu Tare Dilena Vidai. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his party arrived at Yajapur, the Lord asked the two government officers who had come with him to return. The place called Yajapur is very well known in Orissa. It is a subdivision of the Cuttack district and is situated on the southern side of the Vaitarani River. Formerly, great sages performed sacrifices on the northern bank of the Vaitarani River. Consequently, the place is known as Yajapur, the place where sacrifices are performed. Some people say that this was one of the capital cities of King Yayati, and that from the name Yayati Nagar, the name Yajapur has come. As stated in the Mahabharata, Ete Kalinga Kontiya Yatra Vaitarani Nadi Yatra Yajata Tamopi Devan Sharanam Etyavai Atravai Rishayonye Chapura Kratubir Ijere. According to the Mahabharata, great sages formerly performed sacrifices in this place. There are still many temples of demigods and incarnations there, and there is also a deity of Sri Varahadev. The deity is especially important and is visited by many pilgrims. Those who worship the Supreme Lord's energy worship Varahi, Vaishnavi, and Indrani, as well as many similar forms of Devi, the internal energy. There are many deities of Lord Shiva, and there are many places along the river known as Dashavameda Ghat. Sometimes Yajapur is called Nabigaya or Viraja Chetra. So I believe also in the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mutt in Navadip, the Varahad Shavalagram Shila is worshipped. Prabhu Vinay Dila Rai Jayatara Sane Krishna Kata Ramananda Sane Ratri Dine. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to the officers, and Rai Ramananda continued on with the Lord. The Lord talked to Ramananda Ray about Sri Krishna day and night. Pratigrame Raja Agyaya Raja Brityagan Navyagrihe Nanadravye Koraye Seva. In each and every village, in compliance with the king's order, government officers constructed new houses and filled each of them with stocks of grain. Thus they served the Lord. In Bhattacharya Prabhu, Remuna Aila, Tata Hoite, Ramananda Ray Vidai Dila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally arrived at Remuna, where he bade farewell to Sri Ramananda Ray. It was stated in the first chapter of Madhya-lila, verse 149, that Ramananda Ray was bade farewell from Bhadrak. Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Thakur states that in those days the place called Remuna also included Bhadrak. Bhumete Padila Rai Nahika Chaitan Rai Kole Kore Prabhu Koraye Krandan. When Ramananda Ray fell to the ground and lost consciousness, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took him in his arms and began to cry. Rayera Vinay Baba Najai Sahan Kohitena Pariye Tahara Varnan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feelings of separation from Ramananda Ray are very difficult to describe. Indeed, it is almost intolerable to do so, and therefore I cannot describe them further. Tabe Odran Desha Sima Prabhu Chali Aila Tata Raja Adhikare Prabhure Nilila. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finally arrived at the border of the state of Orissa, a government officer came there to meet him. Dina Dui Charite Ho Korila Sevan Age Chali Bare Se Kohe Bivaran. For 2 to 4 days, the government officer served the Lord. He also gave the Lord detailed information of what was ahead. Madhyapa Javana Raja Age Adhikar Tarabaye Pate Keho Nare Chalivar. He informed the Lord that the territory ahead was ruled by a Muslim governor who was a drunkard. Out of fear of this king, no one could walk the road freely. Pichalada Parjandasab Tara Adhikar Tarabaye Nadi Keho Hoite Narepar. The jurisdiction of the Muslim government extended up to Pichalada. Due to fear of the Muslims, no one would cross the river. During the old days, Pichalada was part of Tamaluka. In Bengal, Pichalada is located about 14 miles south of Tamaluka. The river Rupa Narayan is well known in Tamaluka, and Pichalada was situated on the bank of the Rupa Narayan River. Dinakata Raha Sandi Kore Tarasane Tabesuke Nokate Koraiva Gamane. Maharaj Prataparudra's government officer further informed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he should not, Maharaj Prataparudra's government officer further informed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that he should stay at the Orissa border for some days so that a peaceful agreement could be negotiated with the Muslim governor. In that way, the Lord would be able to cross the river peacefully in a boat. Sekale se yavanera ek anuchar udiyakatake aila kore veshantar. At that time, a follower of the Muslim governor arrived at the Orissa encampment dressed in disguise. Prabhupada se Arabuta Charitra Dekiya Hinduchara Kohe se Yavanara Pashagiya Ek Sanyasi Aila Jagannath Hoite Aneka Siddha Purusha Hoitahara Sahite. The Muslim spy saw the wonderful characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when he returned to the Muslim governor, he told him, a mendicant has come from Jagannath Puri with many liberated persons. So a spy a Muslim spy came dressed as a Hindu and gave information to Mahaprabhu. He gave information about Mahaprabhu to the Muslim king, who was a drunkard. Prabhupada se Arabhuta Charita Dekiya Hindu Chara Kohe se Yavana Pashagiya Ek Sanyasi Aila Jagannath Hoite Aneka Siddha Purusha Hoitahara Sahite. The Muslim spy saw the wonderful characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when he returned to the Muslim governor, he told him a mendicant has come from Jagannath Puri with many liberated persons. Nirantara kore sabe, Krishna Sankirtan, Sabihase Nachigai, Koraye Krandan. All these saintly persons, all these saintly people incessantly chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and they all laugh, dance, chant, and cry. You're missing a very good part. Nirantara kore sabe Krishna Sankirtan sabe hase nachigai koreye krandan. All these saintly people incessantly chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and they all laugh, dance, chant, and cry. Laka laka lok aishe taha deki bare tari deki punarapi chaite narigare. Many millions upon millions of people come to see him, and after they see him, they cannot return home. Well, laka laka. It's translated here, millions upon millions. Actually, a lakh is 100,000 people. So they're saying many hundreds of thousands of people come to see him. Okay. Se sab lok hoy molera prai Krishna kahe nache kande gadagade jai. All these people become like madmen. They simply chant the holy name of Krishna and dance. Sometimes they even cry and roll on the ground. Kahibara katanahe dekile sejani tahara prabhave tare ishvara korimani. Actually, these things cannot even be described. One can understand them only by seeing. Considering his influence, I accept him as the Supreme Lord himself. Ita kohe se chara Hare Krishna gai, hasekande nache gai, bolera prai. After saying this, the messenger began to chant the holy name of Hari and Krishna. He also began to laugh and cry, dance and sing exactly like a madman. This was the spy. Eta shuni yavanera manaferigai. The spy was affected. Eta shuni yavanera manaferi gela apana vishvasa udiya stane pataila. When the Muslim governor heard this, his mind changed. He then sent his secretary to the representative of the Orissan government. They were formerly fighting. Vishvasa, Asiya, Prabhu, Chanana, Bandila, Krishna, Krishna, Kahe Preme, Vivala, Hoila. The Muslim secretary came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When he offered his respects to the Lord's lotus feet and uttered the holy name of the Lord, Krishna, Krishna, he also was overwhelmed with ecstatic love. Daryahaya, Udiyake, Kohe Namaskori, Toma Stane, Bataila, Molecha Adhikari. After calming down, the Muslim secretary offered his respects and informed the representative of the Orissan government, the Muslim governor has sent me here. Tumi Jari Agyadeho, Edake Asiya, Javana Adhikari Jai, Prabhu Ke Miliya. If you agree, the Muslim governor will come here to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then return. Bahuto Udkantatara Koryache Vinoy Tomasani A Sande Nahi Judabai. The Muslim governor is very eager, and he has submitted this petition with great respect. It is a proposal for peace. You need not fear that we will fight. Shunima Patra Kohe Hoya Vishmoy Madhyapa Javanera Chitta Aiche Kekoroi. Upon hearing this proposal, the representative of the Orissan government, the Mahapatra, was very much astonished. He thought, the Muslim governor is a drunkard who has changed his mind. Apane Mahaprabhu Tara Hamana Firaila Darshana Smarane Jara Jagatarila. It must be Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself who has changed the Muslim's mind. Due to his presence and even due to his remembrance, the whole world is liberated. From this we can understand that since the Muslim governor was a drunkard, Madhyapa, ordinarily there would have been no chance that he would change. But Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could turn anyone's mind to Krishna consciousness. One can be delivered from material existence simply by remembering Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's holy name or by visiting him. This Krishna conscious movement is being spread throughout the world, but not even one Yavana or Malecha addicted to drinking could have changed and accepted Krishna consciousness without Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's grace. People are often astonished to see many thousands of Westerners converted to Vaishnavism. Generally, Westerners are addicted to meat eating, drinking, gambling, and illicit sex. Therefore, their taking up Krishna consciousness is astonishing. In India, especially, well, not just drinking, also taking other intoxicants. In India, generally, there is much astonishment at this. The answer, however, is given here. Darshana Smarane Jara Jagatarila. This change is made possible simply by the remembrance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The Western devotees are very sincerely chanting the holy names of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta. By the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, people are becoming purified in their consciousness directed from Maya to Krishna. The word Vishvas refers to a secretary. This title is generally found among the Kayasta caste in the Hindu community. In Bengal, the title Vishvas is still used by the Kayastas. The word Vishwas means faithful, and a Vishvasi is a person in whom one can place faith. Sri Bhaktivedanta Thakur states that during the Muslim reign in Bengal, there was a secretariat entitled Vishwas Khan. The office of Vishwas Khan was a secretariat office in which only the most reliable people were employed. They were elected from the Kayastha community, a community that is still very expert in managing business and government affairs. The Secretariat, or Vishwaskana, is generally a very reliable and faithful servant. Whenever some confidential service was needed, these officers were employed. Etaboli Vishvasare Kohilabachan Bhagyatara Ase Karuka Prabhu Darshan. After thinking this, the Mahapatra immediately informed the Muslim secretary, "It is a great fortune for your governor. Let him come visit Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Patita Koriye Chari Nirastrahaya Asiveka Panchashata Britya Sangelaya." However, let me make it understood that he should come here without weapons. He may bring with him 5 to 7 servants. Vishvas Janatahare Sakala Kohila Hindu Beshtari Se Javana Aila. The secretary returned to the Muslim governor and informed him of the news. Dressing himself like a Hindu, the Muslim governor then came to see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dura hoite Prabhu deke bumete padiya dandavat kore ashu pulakita haya. Upon seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from a distant place, the Muslim governor fell to the ground and offered obeisances. Tears came to his eyes and he was jubilant with ecstatic emotions. Mahapatrani latare Korea saman jodahate prabhuage loy Krishnanam. Arriving in that way, the Muslim governor was respectfully brought before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by the Mahapatra. The governor then stood before the Lord with folded hands and he chanted the holy name of Krishna. Arama Javana Kule Kena Janma Hoila Bidimore Hindu Kule Kenana Janmaila. The governor then submissively asked, "Why was I born in a Muslim family? This is considered a low birth. Why didn't Supreme Providence grant me a birth in a Hindu family?" Hindu hoite Paitama Tomar Charana Sanidan Vyartamora E Deho Joka Paran. If I had taken birth in a Hindu family, it would have been easy for me to remain near your lotus feet. Since my body is now useless, let me die immediately. Eta Shuni Mahapatra Avishtahaya Prabhuke Korana Stuti Charane Doriya. Upon hearing the governor's submissive statement, the Mahapatra was overwhelmed with joy. He clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and began to offer the following prayers. This was from the party of Mahaprabhu, the Mahapatra. Chandala Pavitra Jara Se Nama Shravane Hinatomar E Jiva Paila Darshane. Simply by hearing your holy name, a Chandala, the lowest of men, can be purified. Now this conditioned soul has received your personal interview. Ihara J Egate Ite Ki Vishmoy Tomaradarshana Prabhava Ematahoy. It is no wonder that this Muslim governor has attained such results. Simply by seeing you, all this is possible. Yanamadeya Shravana Nukirtanad Yat Pravanad Yat Smaranam Api Kvachit Shvaropi Sadhya Savanaya Kalpate Kuta Punaste Bhagavan Nudarshanat. Who say nothing of the spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face. Even a person born in a family of dog eaters becomes immediately eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or chants about him, hears about his pastimes, offers him obeisances, or even remembers him. Tabe Mahaprabhu Tare Kripa Drishti Kore Ashvasiya Kohe Tume Koha Krishna Hare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then glanced with mercy at the Muslim governor, giving him assurance. He asked him to chant the holy names, Krishna and Hari. This was a Muslim governor who was considered to be a drunkard and a menace. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then glanced with mercy at the Muslim governor, giving him assurance. He asked him to chant the holy names Krishna and Hari. Se kohe more jare koil angikar eg agya deho seva kore je tomar. The Muslim governor then said, "Since you have so kindly accepted me, please give me some orders so that I can render you some service." Go Brahmana Vaishnave Himsa Koriyache Apar Se Pap Hoite Mor Haonka Nishtar. The Muslim governor then prayed for liberation from the unlimited sinful reactions he had previously incurred by being envious of Brahmins and Vaishnavas and killing cows. Tabe Makunda Data Kohe Shuna Mahashai Ganga Tira Jaite Mahaprabhur Manahoy. Mukunda Datta then told the Muslim governor, my dear sir, please hear. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wishes to go to the bank of the Ganges. Tahan Jaite Kora Tumi Sahai Prakar Ebora Agya Ebora Upakar. Please give him assurance so that he can go there. This is your first great order, and if you can comply, you will render a great service. Tabe se Mahaprabhur Chanana Bandiya Sabar Chanana Bande Chale Rishtahaya. After this, the Muslim governor offered prayers to the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and to the lotus feet of all his devotees. Then the governor departed. Indeed, he was very pleased. Mahapatra Tarasane Koila Kolakuli Aneka Samagridiya Korea Mitali. Before the governor left, the Mahapatra embraced him and offered him many gifts. He thus established a friendship with him. Pratakale se Bahu Nokasa Sajaya Prabhuke Anite Dila Vishwas Pataya. The next morning the governor sent his secretary with many nicely The next morning the governor sent his secretary with many nicely decorated boats to bring Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to the other side of the river. Mahapatra Chaliaila Prabhuraj Sane Mulecha Asik Koila Prabhur Charanabandane. The Mahapatra crossed the river with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and when they reached the other shore, the Muslim governor personally received the Lord and worshipped his lotus feet. Eknavina Noka Tara Majegar Swagane Chadaila Prabhu Tahara Upar. One of the boats had been newly constructed and had a room in the middle. It was on this boat that they put Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. Mahapatra Mahaprabhu Korila Vidai Kandite Se Tirirahichai. Finally, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to the Mahapatra. Standing on the riverbank and looking at the boat, the Mahapatra began to cry. Jaladashu Bayese Yavana Chalila Dashanog Bare Bahu Sainya Sanganila. The Muslim governor then personally accompanied Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because of pirates, the governor took 10 boats full of many soldiers. Manteshwara Dushta Nare Parakoraila, Pichalara, Parjanda Se, Yavanaila. The Muslim governor accompanied Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu past Monteshwara. This place was very dangerous due to pirates. He took the Lord to a place named Pichalda, which was near Monteshwara. The very wide mouth of the Ganges near present-day Diamond Harbor was called Monteshwara. Through the Ganges, the boat entered the Rupa Narayan River and reached the village of Pichalda. Pichalda and Monteshwara are located very close together. After passing Monteshwara, the Muslim governor accompanied the Lord as far as Pichalda. Tari Vidai Dila Prabhu se Grama Hoite se Kale Tara Prema Chesta Napar Parivarnite. Finally, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade the governor farewell. The intense ecstatic love exhibited by the governor cannot be described. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade farewell to the Muslim governor at Pichalda. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami herein states that the governor experienced symptoms of ecstatic love due to being separated from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These symptoms, he admits, cannot be described. Alokika Lila Kore Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jai Iha Shuni Tara Janma Dehodanya. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are all uncommon. Whoever listens to his activities becomes glorious and his life becomes perfect. E Nauka Chari Prabhu Aila Panihati Navikere Paraila Nija Kripa Sati. The Lord finally reached Panihati, and as an act of mercy, he gave the captain of the boat one of his personal garments. Prabhu Aila Bole Loke Koila Kola Hao Manusha Barila Sab Kiba Jalastam. The place called Panihati was located on the bank of the Ganges. After hearing that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had arrived, all kinds of men assembled both on land and on the water. Raga. The village of Panihati is situated on the banks of the Ganges near Karadaha. Raghava Pandit Ashi Prabhu Loyagela Pati Chaite Lokbide Kaste Shishti Aila. At length, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taken away by Raghava Pandit. There was a great crowd assembled along the way, and the Lord reached Raghava Pandit's residence with great difficulty. Ekdina Prabhu Tata Korea Nivas Prate Kumar Hate Aila Jahan Srinivas. The Lord stayed at Raghava Pandit's place for only one day. The next morning he went to Kumarahata, where Srivas Thakur lived. The present name of Kumarhata is Halisahar. After Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted sannyas, Srivas Thakur left Navadip due to separation from him and went to Halisahar to live. And I believe we visited that on the way to Ekachakra, the place of Srivas Pandit, near Halisahar. From Kumarahata, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Kanchanapali, also known as Kanchadapada, where Shivananda Sen lived. After staying 2 days at Shivananda's house, the Lord went to the house of Vasudeva Datta. From there he went to the western side of Navadip to the village called Vidyanagar. From Vidyanagar he went to Kuliagram and stayed at Madhavadasa's house. He stayed there 1 week and excused the offenses of Devananda and others. Due to Kaviraj Goswami's mentioning the name of Shantipuracharya, some people think that Kulia is a village near Kanchadapada. Due to this mistaken idea, they invented another place known as New Kuliyarapata. Actually, such a place does not exist. Leaving the house of Vasudevadatta, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to the house of Bhattacharya. From there, he went to the western side of Navadip to Vidyanagar and stayed at the house of Vidyavachaspati. These accounts are given in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mango, Chaitanya Chandradoya Nataka, and Chaitanya Charita Kavya. Srila Kaviraj Goswami has not vividly described this entire tour. Therefore, on the basis of Chaitanya Charitamrita, some unscrupulous people have invented a place called Kuliyarapata near Kanchadapada. Tahan hoite agegela Shivanandagar Vasudeva Grihe Pache Aila Ishwar. From the house of Srivas Thakur, the Lord went to the house of Shivananda Sen and then to the house of Vasudeva Datta. Vachas Padi Grihe Prabhu Chemate Rohila Lokabira Baye Jaiche Kulia Aila. The Lord remained some time at the house of Vidyavachaspati, but then, because it was too crowded, he went to Kulia. And Kulia is where the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat is. So tomorrow I'll continue with this. Now, we'll sing Hari Haraya. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Gopa Govinda Ram Shrimadi Siddhan Gopa Govinda Ram Shrimadi Siddhan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Janardan Shiva Sadi Gora Bhaktivedanta Karanara Shiva Sadi Gora Bhaktivedanta Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan H.I. Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jao Hoite Vignana Shabi Sapuran Jao Hoite Vignana Shabi Sapuran H.I. Gosai Jar Mui Karadas H.I. Gosai Jarmi Karadas Kasamar Padarinu Mora Panchagras Kasamar Padarinu Mora Panchagras Sadya Chanana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Sadya Chanana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame Janame More Abilas Janame Janame More Abilas H.I. Gosai Jabe Blaje Koilabas Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakash Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majayaman. Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriya. Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narakamoda. Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Narakamoda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhara Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paramahansa Ashtatara Sarashishi Mad Srila Bhakti Tilak Nehru Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paramahansa Ashtatara Sarashishi Mad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paramahansa Ashtatara Sarashishi Mad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paramahansa Ashtatara Sarashishi Mad Srila Bhakti Rakshidhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivedanta Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupa Nuga Guru Bharga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Ragana Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattacharya Ragana Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Sigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaura Bhaktivedanta Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Vishvavaranya Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupad Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Kusham Ashram Maharaj Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Sriman Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Kuladvip Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Seva Ashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindaban Dham Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Gopinan Sham Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jo Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo.
Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai.